Best player you've gone against?
In college, it's been probably Caitlin, Aaliyah Boston.
What kind of happened there?
Please. Oh my God. Okay.
Paige Bueckers recently sat down for an interview and was asked a simple but revealing question. Who is the best player she's ever faced in college? Without hesitation, without dodging, and without giving the usual carefully balanced athlete response, she immediately said Caitlin Clark. Only after that first instinctive answer did she catch herself, laugh, and add Aaliyah Boston, almost as if she suddenly remembered she was supposed to spread the credit around. That initial reaction said far more than the polished follow-up ever could. Most athletes, when asked a question like this, default to safe, scripted answers, mentioning multiple players to avoid controversy or hurt feelings. Paige didn't do that. Her response wasn't calculated or political. It was raw and automatic. Caitlin Clark's name came out first because, in that moment, Paige answered honestly based on who she truly believes was the toughest opponent she faced on the court. The context of the interview matters, because it shows that this wasn't about saying what people wanted to hear. It was about an unfiltered reaction that revealed how she genuinely feels about facing Caitlin Clark in college basketball.
There's so many names in college basketball now that are huge, that are stars, that deserve credit, and I think it's not my job, but the media can do a better job of just making sure everybody gets love, everybody gets not equal amount of attention, but try to spread it out more. So I honestly hope next year I'm not the vocal point and the only person that gets attention. And I hope as media, as players, we can spread the love a little bit more.
Then reality seemed to kick in, and you can almost see it happening in real time during the interview. Paige realizes she's just singled out one player when, in moments like this, athletes are usually expected to be diplomatic. So she laughs and quickly adds Aaliyah Boston to the answer. And to be clear, Aaliyah Boston is absolutely a valid choice. She's a former National Player of the Year, a dominant force in college basketball, and one of the best players of her era. But the fact that Paige felt the need to circle back and include her name tells you who was actually at the top of her mind in that moment. This matters because Paige Bueckers and Caitlin Clark have long had a strange dynamic created largely by media and fans. They're both elite guards, both phenomenal shooters, and both generational talents expected to define women's college basketball. That led to a constant push to frame them as rivals. The problem is, they rarely face each other. They played in different conferences and only met in tournaments or early season showcase games. So there was never a long, consistent history of head-to-head matchups. As a result, the rivalry was always more theoretical than real, built more on narratives than on repeated battles on the court.
Paige, I think a few of the turnovers that the 4 turnovers today, I think a few of them were picked off by Caitlin. Was there anything in particular that you saw maybe that she was kind of step ahead, or it kind of seemed like she was jumping the passing lanes a few times?
Yeah. I mean, you answered it. She's just a very smart basketball player. So she'll get out and deny passing lanes. I'm gonna make catches difficult. But yeah.
Chris.
But that didn't stop people from constantly comparing them. Who's the better shooter? Who's the better passer? Who has a bigger impact on their team? Who would you rather build a program around? Those debates never seemed to end, even though Paige and Caitlin played with completely different supporting casts and operated in entirely different systems. Despite all the non-stop comparisons and the media's attempt to manufacture a rivalry, both players consistently handled it the same way. They stayed diplomatic in public, showed respect for each other, and rarely fed into the narrative that everyone else seemed so eager to push.